With that, we'll send you up to Music City, USA, and Nissan Stadium in Nashville, my hometown. We're standing by as our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. They'll come out in the pistol. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
Here's Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a Minnesota 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
McKinnon, he toted the rock 16 times against Arizona last week, 44 yards on the ground.
We all know that Adrian Peterson has been hurt this year, so Minnesota trying to find offense in the running game. Jerick McKinnon, one of the two. He and Matt Asiata, a different 1-2 punch. McKinnon, much more the open field guy.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now Mariani. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. On third down, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Mariota on first down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw Mariota. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. A second down throw here for Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Mariota now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And out now come the Vikings. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down. McKinnon,
and he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Able to find Harris, complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Now McKinnon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackle, yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Here's Jeff Locke now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here's Mariani. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Murray. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Defense showing blitz. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. You know, so many big-name receivers in this league, but which one had the most productive day this past Sunday? How about Rashard Matthews? 9 catches, a league-leading 122 yards.
And he was picked up in the offseason from Miami, and they expected nice production from him. But you remember in the preseason, Tajay Sharp, the rookie out of UMass, captured everyone's imagination. They thought he'd be the top guy. I think Rashard Matthews is their #1 receiver. The veteran experience has come to the front, as well as the production.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, Bradford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
A second down throw for Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on 3rd down. Third and long for Bradford. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, let's pivot for a second. Before the game, you and I were discussing the games over in London, and this past Monday, the game down in Mexico City. The whole international series, what have you thought of the concept?
Well, I think the concept is a terrific one in terms of spreading the game to places that we haven't really been before and trying to get a foothold and an anchor. I think players like the cultural aspect of it of, hey, being in a different spot, and wow, these people really receive us. But let's face it, this game in Mexico City, I think the NFL wants to make it an annual, and I think that they probably will.
A first down throw for Bradford. Screen play, McKinnon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Bradford now from the 50. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
There we go now. Blue 45.
Now Bradford on second down. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's McKinnon. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. Touchdown, Vikings! Jarek McKinnon, 38 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On second down, and he fires one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jarek McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And the D looking like they may blitz. They're going to run it with Murray. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Green 90. Green 90.
They run once more with McKinnon. And a solid run down inside the 30. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that brings up 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play. Let's take a quick second here and talk about some of these young coaches. These rookie coaches are having quite an impact here in the NFL, and I'm going to start with Doug Peterson with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he's getting off to a nice start. They're 500. But remember, they got out of the gate at 3-0.
Adam Gase at 6-4 for the Dolphins as well.
On a 5-game run, in fact. And Dirk Cutter, I know 5-5. People aren't going to get excited about that. But they're playing well in the NFC South, and they're keeping themselves in contention with Atlanta. As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Back now into field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the I. They go with Murray again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeMarco Murray from 13 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Green 90. Green 90. Ace, ace.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and it's second down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now.
A second down throw for Bradford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Third and long for Bradford. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. They come up in an offset eye. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Drops it off for Hillman. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ronnie Hillman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. To return, this is Mark Mariani. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Left side caught by Matthews. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his side.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Back to throw. Wright's got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Got a man, it's right. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And this one is going to... And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story before.